Do you want to know the difference between I have worked and I have been working? In this video, I will explain the difference between the present perfect and the present perfect continuous. Then there will be a quiz to practice what you just learned. So now get a notebook and let's get started. But of course, go ahead and give me a like and subscribe to my channel and watch this video till the end so that you can learn once and for all the difference between the present perfect and the present perfect continuous and the other perfect tenses. First, let's review the present perfect. So, how do we form it? First, we have a subject plus have or has plus past participle. Past participle, that is the third form of the verb. So, the present perfect tense is used to describe actions or states that started in the past and continue up to the present, okay? Or actions that just have been completed. And that's why we call it the present perfect, because there's almost always a relation to the present. It emphasizes the connection between the past and the present. For example, I have lived in this city for 3 years. I started living 3 years ago and I continue to live now. This is our present. Or they have just finished their exam. They finished the exam a short time ago. Now, what about the present perfect continuous or progressive? Okay, so we can call it present perfect continuous or the present perfect progressive. This one is used to describe ongoing actions or states that started in the past and continue in the present and may also continue into the future. Now, the present perfect continuous emphasizes the duration or repetition of the action. What does this mean? Let me explain. So, of course, we need the formula subject plus have or has plus been plus the ing form of the verb. So, we say she has been studying for 3 hours. Again, so it means she started studying 3 hours ago and now she's still studying and may continue in the future. They have been working on the project all day. Again, this is the evening. They started working this morning. They're still working and may continue working. Okay? So now at this point, you're like, okay, so what is the difference between the present perfect and the present perfect continuous if you say it started in the past and continuous? That's very smart. Well, in some cases, there's absolutely no difference. We can say, I have worked as a teacher, or I have been working as a teacher for 3 years. It means I started 3 years ago and I'm still teaching. However, the present perfect tense focuses on how many. Let's say, if I say, she has read 10 books, while the present perfect continuous focuses on how long. She has been reading all day. You see, so if I want to focus on the activity that's been happening for how long? All day, we need to use the present perfect continuous. If I want to focus on how many, I will use the present perfect. She has read 10 books. Another difference. The present perfect focuses on the result. For example, I have cleaned all day. I'm tired now. This is our result. While the present perfect continuous focuses on the activity itself. I've been cleaning all day. I love cleaning. You see the difference? All right, now let's practice and see if you can choose the correct one. In the following sentences, should we use the present perfect or the present perfect continuous? So, 1. How long have you been knowing Mike? Good. Have you known Mike? Now, with some verbs, stative verbs, we never use the continuous form, like know, love, need, want. So the present perfect continuous is simply not possible. You look dirty. What have you been doing? What have you done all day? Good. Have you been doing? I'm curious about the activity. I'm asking about the activity, not the result. That is you're dirty. So we're going to use the present perfect continuous. All right, next. She has learned French words for hours, but she still doesn't remember all of them. Right? So she has been learning for hours. Because here we are focusing on how long, not how many words she has learned. Next, he has written his essay all day, but he hasn't been finishing yet. Good. The first one is he has been writing, because we are focusing on the activity that also may continue into the future because of the second sentence, and we have yet, so we know that we need to use hasn't finished yet. You see, that yet tells me that I need to use the present perfect. You see, after all, that wasn't so difficult. You see? So there are some times where we can use them interchangeably. With stative verbs, use only the present perfect. There are also some indications where you can use only the present perfect. And by the way, if you would like to learn the difference between the present perfect and the simple past, you may want to check the link in the description for that video. For the rest of the perfect tenses, go ahead and check the second part of this video.